welcome. Now for the whole of 2021, I've been doing my second year of a no-buy / low-buy. This is my final check-in for the year. We're going to talk about the month of December and how it went and all the things. So I'll talk about the products I used out, how many things came into my life, whether it was a gift, a hand-me-down, or something I purchased myself. And then we'll also do the finances at the end of the video. Now this isn't my last video on my 2021 no buy, because I will be doing the grand finale, the big wrap up video where I share with you all the data, all the information, everything that I have neatly collected and organized on my very fancy professional bullet journal chart. So yeah, click the notification bell for that, because I don't particularly have an upload schedule. I just try to get videos up when I can between all the studies I do as well as the volunteer program I'm like enrolled in and I'm living in and all the things. I thought I'd just mention that because there is so many new people who have found my little corner of the internet. Like, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome. I'm so excited that there's people really getting interested in the no buy and low buy content. I feel like 2022 is definitely going to be the year where people really take on this challenge. I feel like after everything we've been through, people just need a little bit more control, a little bit more awareness and consciousness back in their life around the things that have been hard to control over the last 2 years with everything that's happened. And yeah, hopefully build up your self-esteem, make you feel a bit more empowered with your finances, and along the way boost up or help create a bit more of financial security for yourself in your life. So I totally get it. Welcome to the no buy time. I'm really excited. So anyway, I just want to say that. Hi, welcome, thank you. And let's just get into it. So the first area is all the products I have used up. So in the month of December, I used up a total of 9. Now 4 of those were through my Project Pan little mini series I did for 3 months. I just uploaded the finale video, so you can check that up if you want to see how successful it was for 3 months. And I'm going to continue to do a Project Pan in the coming year to match up with my no buy videos, because I think it's an excellent pair with a challenge of this kind. And then the rest I have here, which is 5 other products. So I have this one sheet mask thing that I received earlier on in the year, so I used that up. It was pretty nice. I did actually really like it. It was really cooling, made my skin feel nice and plump, so that is the one that I used up. It's by Real Beauty. I then used up a bar of soap, Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, which is like my go-to in the scent Rose, so I used that up. And then I also repurchased a new one, but I think I repurchased that last month. I'm confused. I just have the packaging here. I then have this Auracure, I don't know, some skincare brand. I got it because I wanted the facial scrub. I used it on my face. It's very abrasive and very like scratchy, so I actually ended up using it mostly as a body scrub just to finish it up. But yeah, it was alright, but it's definitely way too abrasive for facial skin. You gotta be more sensitive when you're exfoliating that area. The next thing I have is this Dr. Hauschka bath essence in Rose, Nurturing Rose. I used about half of it, or maybe just more than half, and then I actually used the rest with one of my clients. I do disability support work, or like volunteer disability support work, and I do a lot of personal care, so I just was putting it in their bath, and yeah, I use it up that way because I wasn't taking baths so much. And then I also have this Dr. Hauschka milk, cleansing milk. I'm not sure, it's like the label's rubbed off, so I can't remember what it's called. I got this as a gift. It's definitely one of my favorite cleansers. This has lasted me almost the whole year, so I was very happy with that. But now it is finished, so I will be looking to use some of the other cleansers I already have. So that is all the things I used up. Next is the new things that came into my life. So first I'll do some hand-me-downs. I received like 6 sort of cosmetic-y hand-me-downs. So first I received 3 lovely sheet masks from my good friend Zila. We know her. She's the one who's basically supplied me with all my makeup collection, all my cosmetics over the last year, as she's been decluttering and getting rid of things she doesn't want to use anymore. So she gave me those, which I was very happy about. And then she also gave me this little sample. And then another friend gave me these 2 Glossier blush sample-y things as well. So I thought I could try them out, because I always see like makeup-y, YouTuber-y people talk about these blushes. So I thought, yeah, I want to see what it's like. Now I'm on YouTube and I'm talking about makeup. Maybe I should learn a bit more about the products that are out in the world and that everyone else is like engaged in. So that was 6 hand-me-down items I received. Now on to gifts, because it was Christmas time and I did receive some lovely things. First thing is I got a pair of jeans. These are my absolute all favorite pair of jeans. Actually, last month in my video update in November, I shared that I used up a pair of jeans and there was like massive holes in them. That is this pair of jeans exactly. So my grandma sent these over from the UK. They're from Topshop. They're in pure black Jamie. I don't know, I'm a UK size 12. Don't know if that's helpful, but they're like high-waisted black skinny jeans. They're the like ultimate staple in one's closet, and I really love them. So I asked my nana for a new pair because I used through the pair that I already had. So she sent those over for me for Christmas, which is really sweet, because she always likes to send me a little parcel. So I ask her for specific things so I don't end up with lots of things that, you know, are really thoughtful but ultimately are going to go to waste. So I put in a specific order with her. The other thing she sent me was another pack of the underwear. Thanks for everyone who was really supportive of the fact that my grandma still buys me underwear even though I'm an adult on my last update. It brings me so much joy. They're super comfortable. They're from Marks and Spencer's. I love them so much. So she sent me 1 pack of those, and then she also sent me 3 pairs of tights. So these are, I believe, from Marks and Spencer's as well, or possibly, no, they're definitely from Marks and Spencer's, and they're really lovely and comfortable. So like 40 denier, 60 denier, and 100 denier is what she sent me. So very happy with those things. I love practical gifts. It brings me so much joy. The next thing I received, so we did Secret Santa in the home where I'm living, like in the little volunteer community that I live in, and my Secret Santa got me a pack of gummy worms, which I have now eaten all of them. They also got me this little eyeshadow palette. I actually kind of helped them choose out my gift because I went shopping with them and another coworker, and I was helping my Secret Santa shop and shopping with the person that I was helping to accompany, and then they were with them, and so then I had to like kind of choose out my own gift. And because I've gotten into makeup, I thought like this would be nice. And then they also gave me, or like got me, a gift card because we had an X amount to spend, and because I only got this and a pack of gummy worms, there was more money left over. So those are the things I got from my Secret Santa, but I won't be counting gift cards as like an item number. I will count whatever I purchase in the future with the gift card as the item amount. So item number amount. So this is from TJ Maxx. So I will probably use that in the coming year at some point. And then the house where I am living / volunteering and doing everything with got me a $50 like gift card thing, and it's like a Visa card, so apparently you can use it just like a normal card, which I've never had before, so that was really lovely. The next area is the toiletry products that have come into my life. So I am living in an intentional community where there's like a volunteer program but also a study program that's associated to it. So I live in a house with 5 people who live with disabilities, as well as 4 other volunteers, as well as some of the volunteers' kids, and we all kind of share life together. And a part of that is you get your health insurance covered, I get the cost of my studies, I get like food and like this beautiful room where I get to stay in, all these things, and then you also have access to some basic toiletries. I get a stipend each month of $231, and I work 6 days a week. I have 1 day off, and that's just kind of the program I'm enrolled in, so it's a little bit different, but these are the toiletries that I received for free but are a part of that program. So I didn't spend my money on them, I didn't necessarily purchase them myself, but they're just a part of that. So anyway, first thing I have is some mouthwash, just because I had like a tooth infection and then the dentist said to use this particular mouthwash, so they ordered this one in for me. I then forgot to include these like a month or 2 months ago, but I also got some cotton rounds, so I've nearly used up this pack, and then I have a whole nother pack full as well. So those are some other random things that I just forgot to include. I think it was, maybe I got them in October, November, something like that. I then also was given this body oil by the chiropractor. No, by the doctor, I think, and then he referred me to like the physio chiropractic person, but I've been using that to rub it on my back because they said that would hurt because sometimes I get back pains. And then I also repurchased the main toothpaste that I always use, so it's from Oleda. I really like it. It's kind of a weird one. It's definitely not peppermint. It's like another flavor, but it's nice. It does the job. I like it very much. So those are the products that I received through Camp Hill. So that was 5 toiletry products and there we go. The next area is all the things that I purchased myself. So this month, we're definitely not ending in a strong way. Let's put it that way with my no buy or low buy. I kind of had a bit of a breakdown. I think it was, okay, so I was just quite anxious and stressed out and everything because it is December. I'm on the other side of the world. I haven't seen my mum in 2 years. I haven't seen my dad in nearly a year now. And Christmas time, you're with family. It's not an easy time of the year for me when I'm overseas. I'm not with the people I love. And then I went to the shops to do like the Secret Santa thing with the people that I'm supporting, and then I had to choose out. We went to TJ Maxx and I was like, choose whatever you want for about $50, and I like kind of panicked. And I was like trying to think of all the things I needed, like palettes, and there's all this makeup there, and I got like really overwhelmed. I was like, and then I just like was like, okay, I'll just get this one little palette, and then I'll help the person like get me a gift card, and they chose out gummy worms for me and stuff. So that was really lovely. But I was like looking at all these makeup palettes that I'd seen and all these beautiful products, and I've definitely really gotten into makeup in the last year. And so then I left with them. I came home, and then I was at home and I was looking. So what I do is on my phone, I take pictures of everything I see that I like, that I'm kind of tempted to buy. And I was looking at all the pictures, and I was looking at a specific palette that I've wanted for a while. And then I got in the car and drove back to TJ Maxx at like 9:30 at night, so I didn't leave until like 10:30 or something because I was looking at all the stuff. And I bought some things, and I had like a full-on breakdown, which is like not ideal. I've been doing this for a while, like I should know how to manage myself and cope in that situation, but I just like threw caution to the wind, and I was like, yep, I'm on my no buy. I'm gonna make a conscious decision to like break this. This is not good. I'm in a terrible anxious place. But I was so anxious and so worked up that I drove another 40 minutes back to the store after I'd already been there, that I was like, whatever this intense feeling is, if I just get this thing and it satisfies it, sure, I'm giving in, but at the end of the day, I just need to move on. I'm having a really rough time anyway, being away from my family. So that all said, I broke my no buy. I bought a bunch of makeup stuff. First thing I got was a Subculture palette, because this is one that I'd been looking at for a while. And then I also, so that was that night, I got the Subculture palette, and I also got a Becca highlighter. So those are the first two things that like I had a full flip out and bought. And you know, to a degree, I do regret it just because of where I was at in myself. Like, I know I'm definitely going to get use out of this, but it was a total break. It wasn't just a break of my no buy, it was like a break of myself and a full breakdown in my head. But I'm not, you know, like one of the main things I always say when it comes to no buys is focus on the progress, not on the setbacks. This is a setback, but I'm also not gonna sit here and feel really guilty and terrible for doing it. I'm human, mistakes happen. I'm still considering this a successful no buy year because of how well I've done every other month. There's been multiple months where I haven't bought anything, and I just think like that's so important. That's what I always tell people, especially people who comment on my videos and go, oh well, I tried a no buy, but then I totally failed. Like for me, yeah, you can have these moments where you mess up and it's a failure, but you get back on it, you keep going, and you don't write off the whole year because you've made a mistake. And you know, also this is at the end of the year, but like if the same thing had happened to me in the middle of the year, I would still keep going with my no buy because there's still progress, there's still things I can learn, and you know, it's not useful for me to sit here and be really guilty. And I'm not trying to justify it, I'm just telling you the mindset where I was at when it all happened. But yeah, it just wasn't great. So that happened on the 17th of December. And then the 19th, I went out with my partner, and actually, yeah, I forgot to say, I got a gift card last month for a steakhouse. So we went out and used that gift card. And then we went shopping because I did need to get a pencil sharpener for my lip liners and also my eyeliners because I didn't have one. So I picked up this little one from NARS. Well, I actually got it from Ulta, but it's the NARS brand. So I picked up that. That's something I did need. But then we were in the shops and I felt like I'm just still doing this thing. I'm still in the same sort of headspace, and so I did get a few more things. So I got another Becca highlight. This one is in rose quartz, and then I got 3 brushes, Zoeva brushes. So I think it was a combination of I was in a terrible space. I was very anxious and I wasn't very happy. Sometimes you just get really, really worked up, and maybe you can take some deep breaths and maybe you can distract yourself. But if I'm so worked up to the point where I'm driving back to the store, another 40 minutes there, another 40 minutes back, in the middle of the night when I'm someone who respects my sleep like nothing else, there's just something that I'm working through in that, and I'm okay to allow that space for whatever's to go on. And I know there's much deeper stuff that I need to address and like talk about and figure out, but also there's only so much I can do. I'm far away from my family. That's just hard, full stop. And then, yeah, so then I went back to the store and then I got these 3 brushes, and I also got the highlight. And I think it was because, one, being a really good deal, it being in TJ Maxx, so like, yeah, you feel like you're getting a good deal. Like both the highlighters were $12 each. Usually they're like 30 something. I know this company has also just like gone out of operation, which is probably why all the stuff's in TJ Maxx. But anyway, that happened. It sucks. It was at the end of my no buy year. I had pretty good results. That's added an extra 7 items into my tally, but I'm moving on. It's human nature. It happens every now and again. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to pretend like I am. I'm going to be totally transparent with you, not just with finances, but anything that comes into my life. So that's a part of the story. And I hope that's just helpful as well. Like if that's happened to you throughout the year, or, you know, that's one of your things that you're afraid of starting a new no buy or low buy, is that you've done it before and you've messed up and then you just give up. Like, it's fine. Make those mistakes, but just keep going. Don't write off all the hard work you have put in so far. And even if it happens in January, just keep going. Like, that's the point. It's meant to be hard. There's these different feelings that come up and it's really hard to sometimes combat them. You just don't have the skills. You're not in the right mindset. It's the middle of the night and you suddenly buy something. Like, that's not what we want to happen, but if it does happen, learn from it and just like be okay with it. Show a little care, show a little like compassion for yourself. Like, it's all right, sweetheart, like you messed up, but it's okay. Like this sort of deprecative, guilty, like you're terrible, you've made a mistake, clearly you couldn't succeed, we all knew that you were going to fail this no buy anyway, like that doesn't do anything for anyone, and it just causes more harm to yourself. And like, I just don't think it's useful. So I'm going to practice what I preach and not do it to myself. But I wanted to like talk about it a bit more so I could share that, and hopefully that's helpful for other people. So that was all the things. Now let's talk about the finances. So for the month of December, I made a total of $360.16. So usually I just make $231. However, in the month of December, I calculated all my bank interest from the last 4 months, I think, or 5 months. And that was a total of $54.16. So that was an extra bit of money on top of my stipend. Then I did a little photo shoot for a family here. They had all their family visiting during Thanksgiving, and I took photos for them. And then I didn't really expect anything, but they collected a little bit of cash together and gave me $75, which was super lovely because I was just doing it to take photos. Like, you know, they're people that I work with, and it's not something that I consider that I need to get paid for, if that makes sense. It was just like a favor. So that was really lovely. So that brought up my income. And so I then spent a total of $93.50. So I spent $3 on eating out. I bought just like chips, I think at like McDonald's or something like that. And then I did eat out one other time this month, but it was with the gift card, so I didn't have to pay for that. So that's not included. I then spent $18 to take my partner out to the movies for his birthday. So that was kind of like a gift, I guess, that we went and did that. So I just put it into the gift category. And then things, which is all the makeup stuff that I showed you, I spent a total of $72.50. So that gives me a grand savings of $266.66. And yeah, that was all my finances. That was my update for the month. And yes, it's a long one. Again, I'm so sorry, but I just wanted to talk about the fact that I'm not perfect. I'm gonna make mistakes, but I'm not writing off this year. I still think it was successful. And wait and see the update. I'm gonna do the final update and we'll really look at and evaluate how the year went. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.